What's the greatest Led Zeppelin song ever written? Not even close to #1 for most folks, but for me, it's Fool in the Rain. When I was 7 in the early 90s, I figured out how to record songs from the radio and how to record to existing tapes using a piece of tape. IYKYK. This was the first song I ever taped. It will always be their greatest to me. The one with the following lyrics: "Oh, here's to my sweet Satan. The one whose little path would make me sad. Whose power is Satan. He'll give those with him 666. There was a little tool shed where he made us suffer, sad Satan. One where the guitarist keeps an underage girl in his mansion against her parents' wishes and rapes her until he finds a younger replacement. Then all of the fans of their shitty music tank the economy. Achilles' Last Stand. I used to say Stairway to Heaven. Don't get me wrong. It's a masterpiece of a song, but it feels childish now to say it. I grew out to love other works of them. I've got a soft spot for In the Light. The interludes are probably too much for radio, but it absolutely just transports me to the Highlands and puts me in a mood. Love it. Greatest is Tough. Since I've been loving you goes hard AF. Heartbreaker's awesome. One of my favorites I haven't seen mentioned is Traveling Riverside Blues. Stupidly hard. Since I've been loving you. When even your uncle can play Stairway to Heaven on their guitar. It takes a cover of their greatest song to truly impress your audience. Fool in the Rain. Doesn't matter my mood. It just hits. If you're happy, you stay happy. If you're sad, you get that melancholy. If you're mad, you're gonna let it go. Immigrant Song. Though the first time I heard Babe I'm Gonna Leave You at 13 years old was life-changing. I didn't know an acoustic guitar could do that. This is not the greatest song in the world, no. This is just a tribute. Couldn't remember the greatest song in the world, yeah no. This is a tribute. So many of these songs people are naming were covers, and many of them were uncredited covers. Great songs. Great versions, not written by Led Zeppelin, with the winding synthesizer solo by Jones. The majestic All My Love is one of only two Zeppelin songs not written or co-written by Page. Though overplayed, Stairway to Heaven is undeniably a masterpiece. I also really like Fool in the Rain for some reason. I have always loved Tangerine. And that's the way, not saying the best, but as noteworthy of anything else in their catalogue. 10 Years Gone, In the Evening or Fool in the Rain. Tangerine or That's the Way. Personal favourite is 10 Years Gone. I've always been partial to the Rain song. Since I've been loving you, and 10 Years Gone. I realise that's 3. There are several, and Over the Hills and Far Away is my favourite. But I love Friends and Brawn Year or gonna chime in to say I think Stairway to Heaven is super overrated, and I personally can't stand it. What is and what should never be? Ask me again in 6 months, and I'll have a different answer. Several. I love the ocean. WTLB, Kashmir. Ramble on. Hey, what can I do? Several others. The next one that comes on. All jokes aside, it's probably Achilles' Last Stand for me. The song remains from the live movie. Still have my VHS. Man, the variety of songs before I got to my favorite shows how damn good they are. I've got many, but over the years it's become Hey, what can I do for me? Not technically written by them. At Dazed and Confused sounds amazing live. For lyrics it's Thank You. For me, musically is Dazed and Confused. So many great songs, but I have always been partial to Out on the Tiles. Not as popular, but my favorite is The Rover off of Physical Graffiti. Your Time Is Gonna Come. I always like the opening of that song. The Rain song, for me the guitar composition is just beautiful. Stairway to Heaven. My dad used to use this as a lullaby for me. For me, Kashmir. That chromatic line in the riff is so iconic. Bring It On Home from Led Zeppelin is an underrated gem. Free Bird No. I'm kidding. It's Good Times, Bad Times. That they wrote, or that they ripped off from someone else. Written's a stretch, but Dazed and Confused is unmatched. Going to California. always somehow resonated with me. Kashmir. That song is a vibe no matter what my mood is. When the levee breaks or ramble on, it's a tie for me. Any of them that aren't hats off to Roy Harper. That's the way only because I didn't see it yet. We haven't heard it. The rest were all tributes.